Hi, welcome back to the demo garden. It's another beautiful sunny day here at Greystone. Today I'm going to be talking to you about seed saving. This is our Alibaba watermelon. It's a holdover from the summer. I'm going to give it a little cut here and then show you how to save seeds from this bad boy. It's heavy. This Alibaba watermelon is an open pollinated heirloom variety. Open pollinated means that both of its parents are from the same variety and its offspring will be an exact replica of its parents, as opposed to a hybrid, which are different varieties. The parent are going to be different varieties that they bring together, usually for yield or for disease resistance. But this is because it's open pollinated, we could save seeds from that. So I made one cut the short way, now I'm going to make a cut the long way. And you can see our seeds in the middle there. So what I'm just going to cut out a section here and try to scoop these out. Okay, and then from here, I'm going to put these seeds into our strainer. The idea is I need to get this pulp off. This pulp will get moldy if it's left on here. So I'm going to separate the seeds from the pulp, and then I'm going to try to collect as many seeds as possible. Put them into my strainer. Okay, then I'm going to take a jet of water. Okay. You allow your seed to dry completely before you store them. Also, these little white ones, they're not mature, so I'm going to take those out. Just these black ones are mature enough to save. I'm going to let them dry indoors in a cool, dry place. I will then store them in a plastic bag in a cool, dry place that they could last until the following spring when we plant them again. This is Nepetella. This is a perennial plant in the mint family. It is now flowering, so I'm going to show you how we save seeds from this particular plant. I have some dried flowers here, down at the end, that have turned brown. Then I'm going to put into my hand here and just rub it back and forth. And those little tiny seeds you see in my hand are the seeds. Then I would dry these out and put them into a 6-pack and plant them. They're really teeny, so you have to be careful when you're saving them. This is tall mammoth stock. It happens to be in the Brassica family. And the cool thing about that is that once you know how one member of the family goes to seed, you then know how all the members go to seed. They all collect their seeds in pods. This is a vanilla marigold. This is one of our summer champs, Cherokee purple tomato. I'm going to take a cutting of this heirloom and we're going to use this to save our seeds from. Seed saving is known as sexual reproduction. In plant propagation, there is sexual reproduction where the male flower mixes with the female DNA to create seeds of the next generation. And there's also asexual reproduction, which happens where you take a cutting of a leaf or a stem to make an exact replica or a clone of the parent. We actually did that here with our tomato plant. This is the stem that we would use to clone a new plant. I would cut it down here at the base and then use this part right here as the new plant. And now this is going to overwinter. Okay, here's my Cherokee tomato. Tomatoes are kind of unique when we're saving seeds. There's a gelatinous material. I'm going to cut this open, and that gelatinous material around the seeds has to be taken off. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to collect my seeds into this little cup. And I'm going to do both sides, try to get out all the seeds, and it's okay that that some pulp goes in there. And then I'm going to add a little extra water just so the seeds are floating a little bit, about that much. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to get some mold forming at the top. And the mold is what actually eats that gelatinous material so that the seeds are now safe to be planted. Because without that, that mold could form underground when the seeds are planted. We'll wait about 5 to 7 days, and when we come back, you'll see the mold forming on top. Okay, so it's been about a week. The tomato seeds have been in the water, and as you can see, a scummy mold has formed on top. I'm just going to scoop that off, and then I'm just going to rinse these seeds off in the colander. So I'm pouring it into my strainer. I'm going to take a jet of water and give it a good washing. And you can see all that material is now gone. The seeds have now been washed off, so I'm going to dump them onto this plate so that they can sit here and dry. I'll separate them out a little bit. And like our watermelon seeds, like our other seeds that we harvested today, they need to be completely dry before we store them. And then once they are completely dry, we'll put them into a glass container or a plastic bag. Whatever you're using, make sure you label it. It's terrible that you would forget. So make sure you label it, put the date on it. If you're comfortable, use the botanical name so you know exactly what variety that you planted. And then store it in a cool, dark place. You can put it in the fridge if you like, or you can put it in your basement, in a cellar, but keep it out of direct sunlight, keep it out of the heat. Okay, so thank you for joining us today for our little seed saving talk. I hope to see you guys next time. In the meantime, go out there, collect some seeds, do some of your own propagating, and we'll see you next time.